My comment on teenage pregnancies as a district. One, our statistics stand at 24%, which is very, very high according to the national level. We feel that some of these things are attributed to a number of things. One, as this particular calendar year, we are celebrating our circumcision year, which is heightened with a number of activities, a lot of festivities, and our young girls are involved in escorting the candidates, which celebration takes place even up to night. And we feel sometimes our young persons, our adolescents are not supervised by the parents. So because of that lack of supervision, we find that these children, the adolescents are engaging in sex casually and then resulting into the teenage pregnancies. We have also seen that in our communities, many of our parents have not taken interest have lost their interest. Our parenting has really gone so low that sometimes for those that are in school, we are seeing parents leaving the responsibility to the teachers who are taking on the role of parenting for their children, which is really bad. We are having currently a number of, because of the high rate of urbanization, we are seeing younger people seeking social services in the different places, especially urban areas. And we know that in the urban areas we have a lot of heightened activities that involve social leisuring and what. So because these children, the adolescents, are not being supervised, we find that they are involved in a number of casual sex because of the need for something small for themselves. We are also seeing many parents not supporting their children with the basic requirements, even just sanitary pads alone. And this forces these girls to be lured into sexual relationships with the people that most times are actually married persons. Then they end up just impregnating these girls and they are left back in their homes. Also, the rate of poverty in our homes, I think also in one way or the other contributes to a number of our girls engaging in early sex. We are seeing some of the girl children participating in looking for survival for the household. We are also having activities of child labor within their communities, that sometimes our children keep trekking long distances in search of sale of the items that the parents have given them to sell. So at the end of the day, because they are in a more vulnerable position, sometimes they are taken advantage of and then they are defiled, and the end result is the teenage pregnancy.
Appreciating control kubanga twateekawo amateeka ganti teri kadodo okutambula wano mu bubuga nga okugulayo omutoto embavu tunaba kubyegulawo era engoma temwaziwuliddeko wano mu kibuga twaguddeyo era tugenda kuteekako nati nabyo bwe tumala tusala abaana mu ggombolo eyo kadole aba asirisi paka mu Desemba tugenda kukola programu endala egenda kutambula masaza ku masaza agedda agebugisu amasaza amakadde begamba amasaza amakadde abagisu benyini bagamanye okudadiri buwoko bwebate kale tugenda kutambula bwetujja mu masaza nga tusala abaana baffe era omulanga bwetugira abakulu mononanye ebiseera njala nyingi era lya sente webiri muteeka okukola namaanyi olaba nti omwononera ebiseera mu kadodi muteeyo mu nnimiro tukole n'amaanyi omwaka guno emwanyi tezaateeseeko bulungi kubanga sizoni teyabeera ennungi enkuba yatonya mu January ate nga January tusuubira akasana okubeerako ebimuli biryoke bibale kuki omwanyi ziryoke zitonde naye omwaka guno enkuba bwe yabeera nyingi mu January omwanyi ntono kale muteeka okulaba nti mukola n'amaanyi okusimba ebirime ebivaamu sente mangu tulyoke tuyunge sente zetwafiiriddwa mu maanyi kubanga tezaabaze bulungi
ni stakeholders kozo ogenda kwesanga nti ba stakeholder abasinga nga bali mu office tebayikosa offices zaabwe ate osanga ba CDOs our community development office bayina okubeera n'obudde bwe babene mu community ne bababuza ebizibu bye bayitamu ne batema empendo bati solutions with these challenges n'ogenda okwesanga nti bano aba stakeholders abamu baneeno bali kuki kuleka bali ku neglecting that duty ajja mu office emirundi ebiri mu mwezi ebisigadde ki kati ebizibu by'abantu abatagenda ki biwuliza ate baba bateekawo nga bunga community okubeera nga kibino ebizibu by'abantu basobola ki obyaddressinga kati ekyo basically kikiri ku ludda lwaki lwaba stakeholders naye n'ekirala nakyo okwongerawo akabudget akagenderera ebizibu by'abavubuka then n'ekirala okuba engaginga kyetuyita meaningfully mu planning processes kati ogenda kusanga ki bayisiza of recent budget nogenda sanga tiri muvubuka yabaddeyo ate tetukwogera ku bavubuka abalina ebifo mu district oba ku government twagala abavubuka abali mu community tebabadde ki eddoboozi boogere baagala ki ku ddwaliro oyinza osanga ki baba planning de kubongera ki eddagala lya HIV naye ate nga ki bo baagadde ki maybe contraceptive okitegeera so ogenda kwesanga nti abavubuka tebabaengenyize meaningfully mu ezo planning processes so ekyo kigenda ki gyeri abakulembeze ne subcounties ez'enjawulo then gyeri abavubuka nga ffe ffennyini abavubuka naffe tulina ki we have opportunities information mungi ali ebwebwe swaki okusomako then ekirala ne tubayita wetuba tubayise ne mu engagements ez'enjawulo nga nazino osanga abavubuka abasinga tebagala kuattendinga such engagements oyinza osanga maybe lwasomero oba lwaki naye abasinga tebeetanira bintu ebiti naye oba ogambye nti tulina engagement ya ssente maybe Museveni agenda gaba ssente ojasanga abavubuka nga bangi ki gyebali season ya kadodi abantu bagenda mu kadodi ninga naki they are not conscious of what transpires oyinza okwesanga yesu ogenzeemu culture yaffe tulina gyembracing naye ogyembracinze otya ddala kati nga gwe mwana ow'eggwala omanyi tuli mu kadodi mubeeramu okunywa mubeeramu okozesa ebiragala ebyenjawulo naye gwe ate osigale mu eyo environment paka obudde nga bugenderedde saawa yiyo 4-5 za kiro ogwosuubira ki kigenda okukolebwawo ki so ffe bennyini ngaabavubuka tulina okubeera ne self consciousness omanya nti kino nandikikoze mu budde webuti obudde webuti sandibadde bweru kuzinjaba exposed to such a risk so kitegeeza in case of that nga gwe omuvubuka obeera ne that self respect oba consciousness nomanya nti nandibadde mu kifo kino budde obutuufu nakino nakino ogenda kusanga ebimu tubyewala saano naye baliyo mu nsozi eri neighboring subcounty ey'Ebukiyembe kati baneeno nabo be baddirira why eri gye balinawo mu nsozi ate nabo baneighboringa Bufumbo oludda luli eri ogenda kusanga nti nabo balina ki balina zino cases nga ziddirira ku ez'Ebufumbo naye nabo nnyo ozibo ekisinga obaleetera kino eno kiba nnyo ku paati ya sexual gender based violence oba butabanguko ki mu maka kyekidrivinga nnyo zino teenage pregnancies ne child marriages okuba ennyingi okwawukanako n'ebufumbo eki kireetayo nnyo ye culture ne religious perspective of it then tukola mu subcounty ng'ey'Ennyondo ne subcounty ey'Eruhonje ziteeno zo basically bino ebintu byonna amanga byetumenyezaamu tizi more of the culture yaba Masaba then the sexual gender based violence byebireesewo ki reasonable percentages zirikoko wansi compared to ziri ebyo bbiri zennenyeza then tulambisa ne subcounty oba division gye tukolamu eya Northern City Division lwaki eno nayo division gigikolamu ate ne lwaki cases zizamaanyi fenna nga tukimanyi nti development etandika okujja mu kitundu wali exposure nyingi ate y'abavubuka on things of sexual debut wano ntegeeza nti content are related ku bintu bya sexuality people in the city oba mu bifo ebyokulaakulana that is exposed to such content so kibanguyira nnyo ati okubeera ki aba engaging anyo ki mu neeyisa eno egenda obaviiramu teenage pregnancies kusanga maama kyali muto alina omwana family tesobola kwebeererawo ogenda kusanga ekitini kyo ekijja mu family kiresultinga nti okulwana ate omanyi we balwana family nga kisobola kulimirirawo so negenda ngaeridde ebizibu pakati byetulabire so eyo division nayo tegikolamu ate nga zinyo era yo tukyetaagira ddala mu interventions enjeje division mu city nene nnyo yo ekyetaagira ddala ki ebintu bingi.
There are negative cultural norms that we cannot discourage if we do not have them, because when they speak, their subjects listen. So we want them to go out there and talk to their subjects about those negative cultural practices, discourage them so that people stop practicing them. For instance, the practice of, we know that I've heard here that once a boy is circumcised, they must go and cleanse themselves with an elderly or an older woman. That is very wrong. It is not written anywhere. There is no evidence that after circumcision you must have sex immediately for you to be clean. So those are negative cultural practices that should be discouraged, and it is the cultural institutions to help us to do that. Good thing, they are very positive. They have told us that they are willing, and we hope that in a few years to come we'll see a change in the cultural practices that are increasing the number of new pregnancies and child marriages in the country. The national prevalence rate is 25%. So if Mbale is at 24, definitely they are not doing well. It's just 1 percentage point. But of course, we know there are places that are slightly worse, like if you go to Butalija, for instance, if you go to Kamuli, those are slightly above the national average. But what we are saying is that even in Mbale, we have to put in a lot of effort to ensure that we bring down the numbers from 24 to at least 10 or even to 0, like some colleagues have been saying that it is very possible for us to bring them down to 0. Everybody, not only on government, but also on parents, on communities and the society at large. Because when these girls give birth and they get married when they are very young, they cannot take care of their children, for instance. They cannot take care of themselves. So it happens that if you have 1 or 2 in your family, you're going to take care of them and also take care of their children, because they do not have the means to take care of their children. So they become a burden in a way. 2, because they are looking after children, because they are pregnant, they are unable to contribute to the economy. They cannot be productive. So they do not contribute anything to the economy. And that means they are a burden, because they are dependent on other people and also depending on government resources. The other thing is that they put pressure on health facilities and other community facilities. Instead of us spending money looking at after people, for instance, suffering with chronic illnesses, but we are diverting resources, including human resource, look after these girls that are giving birth, that are getting pregnant before they are ready. And also because they give birth at a very young age, their children tend to die. They also contribute to a very high number of mothers who die in labor while trying to give birth, because the bodies are not ready. So they are a burden, and a big one, and we must ensure that we discourage the practice of child marriage and discourage the practice of them getting pregnant when they are still